How does dust affect the McMurdo Dry Valleys? Have you ever wondered how something as simple as dust can impact one of the most extreme environments on Earth? The McMurdo Dry Valleys in Antarctica are a fascinating polar desert ecosystem. Dust plays a notable role in this unique environment, and its effects are quite interesting. First, let's talk about nutrients. Dust particles can carry essential nutrients and organic carbon into the soils of the dry valleys. This is important because the ecosystem is nutrient-poor and relies heavily on limited sources of organic material. Tiny soil organisms, like nematodes and microorganisms, depend on this organic carbon. It supports microbial life and influences how nutrients cycle through the ecosystem. Next, dust affects the physical and chemical properties of the soil. This, in turn, impacts the distribution and abundance of soil fauna, including nematodes, rotifers, and tardigrades. These tiny creatures play a vital role in regulating microbial populations and carbon cycling. Changes in dust input can disrupt these delicate balances, which may affect how the ecosystem functions. Dust also interacts with climate and hydrology in the dry valleys. The ecosystem is sensitive to climate variations. Dust can influence surface albedo, which is the reflectivity of the ground. This can affect local temperatures and melting patterns of ice and snow. These changes can modify the availability of liquid water during rare melt events. This water is essential for activating dormant microbial and algal communities. Since the streams and lakes in the dry valleys depend on meltwater, dust indirectly helps shape these aquatic habitats. Moreover, dust contributes to the long-term ecological legacy of the dry valleys. Stable stone pavements and nutrient pools formed over centuries are partly influenced by sediment and dust deposition. These legacies allow certain algal and microbial populations to persist through harsh conditions and periods without water. This enables the ecosystem to wait for water and respond rapidly when conditions improve. As the climate changes, patterns of dust deposition may also shift, which could influence the dry valleys' ecosystems. Increased dust could bring more nutrients but might also cause physical disturbance or alter soil chemistry. Conversely, changes in wind patterns or ice cover might reduce dust inputs. Monitoring these changes is important for understanding future ecosystem dynamics. In summary, dust affects the McMurdo Dry Valleys by supplying nutrients and organic matter, influencing soil and microbial communities, affecting local climate interactions, contributing to ecological legacies, and potentially altering ecosystem responses to environmental changes. These effects are integral to the dry valleys' unique polar environment, where life persists under extreme conditions largely shaped by physical and biological constraints.